Time for a soccer down here 1v1. And for this one, we head to Sun City FC, El Paso, Texas. And it is time for a new franchise in the NPSL. Catching up with us, President Manuel Chavez. Manuel, congratulations and thanks for dropping by for a 1v1.
Thank you, John.
Well, let me ask this. So you end up with a franchise in the NPSL, and we'll get into where you're playing and how big both football and football are in the state of Texas. How did you come up with the idea of wanting to do something like this and have it be in the NPSL?
Well, basically, we since the beginning when we started in 2019, we began with the objective of helping others that cannot play the sport because it's basically in the States is pay to play. So we made a foundation, nonprofit, and then we began from there. We started creating opportunities little by little, and then it was until this summer that we went to Sweden to compete in Gothia Cup. And then myself was there, and I thought the boys did really well. And then we decided to go another step and join the NPSL.
What was it about the NPSL that was what attracted you the most? Because you and I both know there are a lot of leagues out there. They go at different times of the year, and it can be different things in different places. What was it specifically about the NPSL that attracted you the most, you think?
Uh, I think the most that attracted me was well, first is the league lets you be more of a like president, like lets you create your ideas, put them out there like normal, you know?
Mhm.
And also I think it's a good price to enter the league. So on the economic side, that was good too.
And what was it specifically about? And I know that as we're talking, you are still pursuing, a degree in sports management at Oklahoma Wesleyan. What was it specifically about? Yeah, I want to do it in El Paso that stuck more than anything else. Was it just doing something in your hometown, or was it something greater?
Yeah, it's my hometown, my people. I want to help my people first, and yeah, that was basically it. And also because I know the area and I know certain people
Yep.
too.
And you're going to be playing at Conateo High, and it's a big stadium. I mean, but we all know what football Fridays mean, FOOTBALL, and we also know what football means. For someone that doesn't know what football means to El Paso and the area, how would you describe what football means to El Paso, Texas?
I think football for El Paso means a lot. The people down there are really passionate. They they tend to take it really serious. You can even see in the like youth tournaments, people take it really serious, passionate about the teams. So it's something really important.
What has it been like for you to see the game grow to this point to where you can sit there and say, yeah, I want to have a franchise in the NPSL? I mean, I know that in other leagues you have at Southwest University Park, you have the Locomotive that play in USL Championship, and you have your idea for Sun City. What's it like to be in a place where, regardless of level of competition, what time of year, what's it like to see the game be sustained and have that 12 months out of the year attraction to it?
I mean, I feel really blessed to be able to do it and just wanna create the opportunities to more people come watch, more players can go to places here, there. Yeah.
When it comes to uh, when it comes to being president, when it comes to being the boss man there, I know that there's a lot of responsibilities that you have on your plate to make sure that the 26 season starts the way that you want it to. And you're juggling, chasing after a degree. You're planning on attending grad school attached to Real Madrid, and you have all of these things going on right now. How do you how how do you balance all of these things and make sure that you still have enough time in the day, knowing that while yeah, it's the 26th season, it's like, but no, we got to plan now to get ready for the 26th season. How are you navigating all these different things to make sure that that everything is getting the attention it deserves?
I mean, right now it's a one-man show, but I'm doing like really good time management, so that's one thing that helps me a lot.
Uh-huh. What else?
And and just like be on top of everything. I mean, class first because that's what my goal is right now
Mhm.
to get a degree. And then whenever I have spare time, like right now, I take care of the club.
When you have all of these responsibilities, and I always this is a question that I ask everybody in this situation. So this is not the first time that you won't be the first person to answer this question, but I like to compare notes with everybody. There obviously is a to-do list to make sure that Sun City gets off and running there at Canutillo, and everything's as good as it can be on match day number one. I don't know where it is. In some places, it could be a legal pad, could be a calendar, could be a Google Doc someplace. It could be calendars on your phone. Could be as I'm staring at you, looking at the conversation that we're having. It could be on one of those really big white dry erase boards that you see in like all of those businesses that has a bunch of lines and squiggles and dry erase marker attached to it. Where is your to-do list for Sun City? I would ask the same thing about where's your to-do list for your degree and heading toward grad school too. But where is the to-do list for Sun City? And what do you think the next thing that you can cross off that list is so you can be at 100% by the time you play that first game?
Or to-do list, the next thing is the most important is the sponsorship. I
Uh-huh.
think that's the most important one, and that's next in the list to finish.
You have that. So what's it been like for you beating the bushes and you're sitting there and you're trying to is it phones, is it emails, is it talking to folks that are friends and sitting there and saying, hey, can you help me out here? What's it like chasing after all of these different sponsorships and all these different things? What's it like wearing that hat? I mean, I would think that as you're chasing after this sports management degree, that you could get so much college credit for doing this. Did you get credit? Can you get credit, college credit for this? Can this be a part of your management degree?
I think it's part of the internship program they have here in school. So
Internship.
yeah, it's they call it like that, but
My internship is I'm president for a club in the NPSL. It's got to be more than just an internship. You got to be getting like massive amounts of credit for this, man.
yeah, we'll have to talk with the professors.
I mean, you wearing all of these different hats. What have you learned about yourself wearing all these different hats, trying to make this happen?
No, just that I can do anything that I put my mind to, and with the help of God, it just comes out.
I'm still trying to. Internship. You got to be able to set your own degree. Look, I'll say this. I will say this. You ought to be able to wander into your advisor's office at Oklahoma Wesleyan and sit there and go, "I'm doing this. Should be a class. This has to. You ought to be getting interns to help you build this thing instead of you getting the internship part of this. You ought to be getting interns to help you with your internship." I don't think am I wrong here?
No, I think you're correct.
Do we need to have a conversation with your professors at OWU about all this?
Yeah, I think you should call them and tell me,
Hey, professor. I mean, this needs to be more than sir. This is just an internship. You can get internship credit for this, and that's it.
yeah, that's how I talked with them, and they told me just like,
Wow. And was this part of the idea, or did this come about of building the franchise and Sun City comes online and you're like, hey, maybe I should try and get college credit for this. And then they tell you internship. You ought to have your own, like, you ought to have your own slice of a degree program when it comes to management and marketing. It's like building your own franchise 501 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I, what just and now you've got me thinking like 19 different things here. When it comes to you just had this idea. I mean, you go over and play overseas and you have a deep run in this tournament and then you're sitting there going, "Yeah, we ought to have an NPSL franchise." I mean, that is just it's stunning to me that that would come from working your way through all of this. It's just seriously, it came from the idea of going into that tournament overseas and then wanting to do a franchise and making sure that that all of your contacts still had a place to play. I'm getting this right?
Yeah, well, basically starting in 2024, I went
Yeah,
to play overseas.
yeah.
I liked it. Then I said, okay, I'm gonna bring this idea to my people from back home because it was actually the first time a club from El Paso went to overseas.
Mhm.
So we took the team, they played, and then let's see who does better, and we'll put them aside to the NPSL.
And you are now president of Sun City Football Club, getting ready for your first season here in 2026. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I was born in 2005, so I'm 20 years old.
20 years old, and you're president of an NPSL franchise.
Yeah.
What do your friends say about this?
No, they just like
Dude, can you get me a
yeah.
job?
Yeah.
They're hitting you up for
Yeah,
jobs.
sometimes they ask me like how can they help or if they can work in the summer and stuff.
Hey, what what can you pay me? Can you get me a good paying gig for the? Am I wrong? Am I wrong in these conversations here? Hey, can you get me a paying gig for the summer? Can you? I can get you an internship. How about that? I
And
mean,
then you get college credit.
yeah, but oh man, you need to get so much more than college credit for this. So you can get your buddy's college credit, but you need to get more than the college credit that you're getting because you're. Yeah, we gotta sit there and say this has got to be more than just college credit. How many different hats are you wearing right now when it comes to this franchise? Obviously, you're team president. Who is player personnel? Who's the technical director?
Uh, he's to be announced, but I can give you the preview.
Okay.
I assistant coach here at school, so
Okay.
I
So
have the confidence in him and he
okay.
has the team.
All right. So then all right. So player personnel, technical director's taken care of, and then coaching staff. What about coaching staff?
Well, do you want me to?
If you want to break news, you can. Like I said, if you want to break all the news in the world, you can. That'd be great. If I need to hang on to this and for until a particular time, you could sit there and say, "Well, if you know so and so, however you want to break it down, since you've already broken the news on your technical director, if you want to break the news on the head coach and the coaching staff, go right ahead. I'm not going to pressure you into it, but where should we be looking if you want to put it that way?"
They're South American.
Okay. Okay, that narrows it down to about a dozen countries. Okay. Is it someone who lives in Oklahoma or Texas currently?
No.
Okay. All right. So you're bringing in a coach. Is this coach bringing in a coaching staff?
Yeah.
Okay. Player selection. Is it a lot of your teammates that went overseas with you in this tournament, or is it going to be the technical director and the head coach that are bringing everybody in with advice? How is player selection going to work?
Yeah, it's gonna be like you said, the technical director and the coaching staff together. I
Okay.
let it work because that's why I have them. I believe in them. I trust them. So we'll see.
I, I'm and this is I'm getting college credit as I'm pursuing a degree, and I have faith in my technical director and my coaching staff that they will bring in the players. This is absolutely staggering, Manuel. I love this. How do you keep from feeling the pressure that's attached to all of this? I mean, I know that you want to put a lot of this on your plate. And I know that because this is, your baby to a certain degree, you want it to go well. how do you keep from losing your mind in all of this?
I just, with the help of God, I keep my foot on the ground.
And you mentioned that right now everything's fairly balanced when it comes to classes. Classes aren't suffering or anything like that.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah,
How much sleep are you getting?
my 8 to 9 hours a day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I need to figure. I need to be a president of an NPSL club if that's going to happen. If I'm going to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep, that's good stuff. When it comes to Canutillo and you came across that particular stadium, was it folks that you knew that you wanted, or was this a venue that you're sitting there going, "Yeah, I think we ought to go here"? What was the idea about going to that particular stadium and that campus? Because it's a big stadium for a lot of folks.
Well, I attended Canutí High School, so
Ah,
I
okay.
know it from down to top.
Okay, so it's like you called the AD and maybe an old coach and the principal or something. Is it still the same
Yeah.
kind of same folks?
Yeah, I told him, hey, if we can work something with the venue, maybe we can help some of the boys to to have some training and stuff.
There you
So
go.
that's what we got it done.
When it comes to the season in and of itself, there's a lot of different places that they could put you when it comes to conference and things like that. You're looking at what? Travel, you're looking at, housing, you're looking at all of these different places that let me see what the Lone Star looked like last season. Lone Star Conference. All right. So the Lone Star Conference last year was West Texas, Lubbock, Oklahoma United, Fort Worth Vaqueros, Arkansas Wolves, and Brownsville and CF10. So I think if the divisions and the conferences stayed the way they are, that's some pretty stout stuff because West Texas and Lubbock were both 7-1-2. Oklahoma was over 500. Fort Worth was at 500, and then you had Arkansas, Brownsville, and Houston in that particular conference last year. Do you have a set expectation about what you want to have accomplished in year one on the field?
We want to make playoffs.
Okay.
We want to make conference. We want to make the conference playoffs. Then if we can win it and go to nationals, that'll be the best for the first year.
Okay. And so then that goes back to obviously player acquisition and all those kinds of things and making sure that everything is the way that you want it to go. Do you have a preference? And I know that you would not have consulted with this particular coach and this staff if you didn't have a particular style of play that you had in mind. As team president, what kind of a style would you like to see out there at Canutillo when they're playing this season?
Well, I love to watch La Liga, so very Spanish style, very on the floor to the foot. Yeah, I love Spanish style.
Okay, so then who's your team in La Liga, by the way?
Real Madrid.
Okay. And, well, yeah, and I mean, if you sat there and you'd gone, okay, well, yeah, he's got Real Madrid, that's his team, and that's where he's thinking about the graduate work. I mean, Real Madrid Graduate School, Universidad Europea. I mean, that's a pretty tall order when you look at Real, and when you're looking at Real Madrid as a club. How much longer do you think they're going to hang on to Vinny? Is it going to is they going to send Vinny on their way and it's just going to be Mbappe's show? What are you looking at?
Well, that's a good question because
Maybe you're going to bring Vinny over to Canutillo to help you out.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to. But no, like Florentino, that he puts the club before anything. So well, I don't know. We'll see how he ends.
Okay.
But hopefully he stays for many years.
Okay. So then, when it comes to role models and who you have been learning from when it comes to wanting to be a team president and to be the president of a club. Is there anybody that you can call up if you've got a question and go, coach or insert person here? I got a question and I've got to really bug you about it. Do you have folks on your speed dial that you can sit there and dial them up at like 2:30 in the morning and you know they're going to answer the phone for you? Do you have those kind of folks to help give you advice to get this off the ground?
No, not really.
Wow. Here maybe you ought to shoot Florentino Perez a note. It's like, I mean, I'm serious. I mean, it's like explain what's going on and see what kind of advice you can get because you're looking to head to the graduate school over there at some point. But as part of your learning and part of your training and learning what it's like to be a team president, hey, I'm doing this, and this. Reach out to Real Madrid and see if anybody will. Because if you plan to go there for grad school then and I imagine you could talk to folks at Oklahoma Wesleyan or the coach and his coaching staff or what that are coming in. But yeah, shoot Real Madrid a note. I mean, because what is it? 100% of the shots you don't take don't go in. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
go ahead and let them know. It's like, hey, I want to come here to graduate school, and as a part of my degree, I mean, this is what I'm doing. I'm a team president here for an NPSL franchise, and then just come up with a list of questions. Shoot, it might. Florentine Perez might pick up the phone and give you a call and say, "Hey, Manuel, do this, and this for the Real Madrid way." I mean, that'd be pretty cool to have him in your Rolodex, I would think.
Yeah, that's a dream.
But turn that stuff into reality. As always, I'm glad that we got the chance to catch up. I'm glad that we got the chance to be to educated on what's going on out there at Sun City. I want to let folks know that who is running all the social media pages, by the way. That's not you, is it?
As of right now, until we begin April, it's me. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay, so it is on Facebook at Sun City Football FUTBOL Club.
yeah.
Instagram, same thing, Sun City FUTBOL Club. On the 280 character app, Sun City FCEP. All right, so let me get this straight before we go. You are in charge of social media. You are in charge of day to day operations. You are in charge of getting a technical director. You are in charge of finding folks to fill out a front office to help you come April, which is basically now. You're trying to line up the table there. You're trying to bring in a head coach and a coaching staff. You're letting them bring in all the players for the style that you're looking for as team president. What part of this am I missing?
I'm the community manager. We have it already, so
Okay.
ready to work in the beginning of the season.
Okay.
The technical director,
Okay.
he's to be
Okay.
announced on Monday.
Okay. All right. So that'll be on Monday. We won't spoil it here, but we know
Yeah.
that. Well, actually, we kind of did spoil it here, but it'll be announced on Monday that it's coming from a place that you know fairly well.
Yeah, and what the rest of the things, just the players. I'm not really worried because
You let the technical director and the coaching staff handle that.
yeah, and I have a few from here from school. We're doing really good right now. We're number one in the country.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a few guys from here that will go down over there and play.
Okay. Now is that to NAIA that you're number one?
Yeah.
Okay. So men's soccer releases. Hang on. So all right. All right. So now you're going to have me looking up Oklahoma Wesleyan and find out what's going on. Oh yeah. Okay. So okay, got it. Now that I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the poll, I'm just like, okay, at one point, first two matches in on the first poll, you were fourth in the country behind Mid America Nazarene, Cumberland's Kentucky, and Dalton State, who we know in our footprint. So that's now it's all starting to piece together for me. So okay, so that is there, and Men's Soccer Weekly Notebook. See, now you really have me going down the. You've really got me going down the rabbit hole here to look at the polls and things like that. So that's my assignment. Look at the men's poll in the NAIA, see where Oklahoma Wesleyan is, because we know the team president of Sun City Football Club because he goes there and is a part of it. Did I miss anything?
No.
Great to see you. We can't wait to see how this continues to grow. And it's been an absolute blast learning about all this stuff. Manuel Chavez, the president of first year up and coming franchise in El Paso, Texas, Sun City FC. Manuel, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for answering all of my questions that went about 9,000 different directions. Keep us posted on anything and everything. And when you start selling the merch, we'll probably buy it and we'll have it here in the studio behind me. Thanks for dropping by for a 1v1.
Yeah, thank you. And hopefully one day you can go down to El Paso and watch, eat some good food, and you're
Oh,
welcome.
oh man, you got that squared away. That's a bet.